This is the daily time frame of Bitcoin USDT. As you can see, we have a smart buy alert order and the entry level is at $65,235. Our TP1 is set at $71,977 and our TP2 is set at $78,719 and our TP3 is set at $85,461. So once we get to our TP1, we close 50% of open position. When we get to our TP2, we close 50% of what is left, and finally we close the trade when we get to 53. When we get to TP3, which is at $85,461, because we're expecting a retracement at these key levels, so we have to keep on taking our profits along the way. And our entry level was at 2.3546 and our TP1 is at 2.9206, our TP2 at 3.4867 and our TP3 at 4.05. right? So as usual, once we hit our TP1, we are going to close 50% of our open position, and when we hit our TP2, we close 50% of what is left, and TP3 we close the trade finally, and our stop loss is placed at 1.78853, right? So our stop loss will remain at this level. Even when we hit our TP1, our stop loss will still remain at this level. When we hit our TP2, our stop loss will remain at this level, and once we hit our TP3, our stop loss will be gone because we are going to exit the trade finally, right? So if you want to know why we are keeping our stop loss to remain at this level, you can watch our previous video and you'll get the explanation there. USDT where we took yesterday, this was our entry, and as you can see, we've hit our TP1, and after hitting our TP1, you can see the market is actually retracing. The market is retracing after hitting our TP1, right? And our stop loss is at this level. So we are waiting for it to get to TP2, then we'll close 50% of what is left, and TP3 will close the trade finally. As you can see, we are having a retracement. So now that we've closed 50% of open position, the worst that can happen, if the price should fall back to our stop loss, we are going to break even out of the trade. We are not losing any money, right? But it is more likely for it to go up and hit our TP2 and TP3 before coming to hit our stop loss, right? So the probability of it hitting our TP2 and TP3 is higher compared to probability of it hitting our stop loss. Although some of my students want to know if they should keep on shifting the stop loss closer to the present price, and I highly discourage that, because once you increase the stop loss closer to the target, to the market price, you are increasing the probability of the stop loss being hit compared to the probability of your TP1 or TP2 being hit. But once you leave it at this level, the probability right now for it to hit our TP2 is higher compared to the probability of it to hit our what? Stop loss, right? So when you get to our TP2, the probability of it hitting our stop loss from TP2 will also be lesser compared to the probability of hitting our TP3 from TP2. So that is the logic. If you should keep on increasing our stop loss closer and closer and closer, you find that it will be far more easier for you to hit our stop loss, and you just will stop out of the trade, and you now miss all the profit that will have come out from hitting our TP2 and TP3. So you just have to stick to the strategy, right? There is a reason why we put our stop loss at this level, and you have to maintain that position. USDT charts, as you can see, we got another buy alert with the entry level of 0.0446. We've hit our take profit 1 of 0.04641, and we closed 50% of the open position. It was almost getting to the TP2, but we had some retracement. So right now with our 50% open position, we're going to wait for it to get to TP2, where we'll close 50% of what is left, and finally we'll close the trade when we get to TP3 of 0.05004. Our stop loss is placed at 0.04279, and our stop loss is going to remain at this level. Even when we hit our TP2, our stop loss will not change, to remain at this level. And the reason being that we want to increase the probability of hitting the TP3 compared to the probability of hitting our stop loss. So that's why we keep our stop loss to remain at the same level. So this is the chart for Gala USDT. Okay, so this is the chart of Phantom USDT. As you can see, we got a buy alert and we took this trade. The entry level was 0.7251. Unfortunately, we hit our TP1 and we've closed 50% of our open position. Right now we are waiting to hit our TP2, which is at 0.90776, and our TP3 is at 0.99909. Once we hit our TP2, we'll close 50% of what is left and finally wait to completely close the trade when we get to TP3. Our stop loss will still remain at 0.6